Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. I already shuffled, so we go ahead and dive in, okay? Missed you guys. All right. Okay, let's start off. Okay. So I'm going to deliver this the most straightforward way possible that I can. I'm saying it like that because, like, no harsh feelings or anything, but they're basically saying that starting off, you're in your own way, all right? That's pretty much going to be the gist of this message. Because they're, with every other card, they're just elaborating more so like how you're exactly in your own way. But starting off with the Eight of Swords, we already know that card is you being in your own way, because this isn't a great depiction of it, because this card doesn't have the accurate illustration. But with this person in the middle, this person usually has a blindfold and they're surrounded by 8 swords, right? So to them it feels super, super scary, like, oh my God, I have these sharp objects that are around me that can absolutely end my life. They're swords, they're sharp as hell. So in the event these swords pierce my body, boom, that's it, But they're thinking of it as like these swords are on guard. They're ready to attack. Meanwhile, these swords in the actual card are sticking into the ground. So yeah, the swords surround you and these things are very scary and they can end your life. However, what role do they play right now? They're sticking in the ground. So they have absolutely no, they have no effect at all. So this is you being in your own way with this Eight of Swords. And following it with the Eight of Pentacles is basically saying, like, you're the reason because of it. Like, these are the seeds that you've planted. Okay, now the reverse side of this card is because this is you being in your own way, whatever scary is surrounding you right now, it's not necessarily there. Okay, and the way we combat that is to tap in, to just go ham, to like really do exactly what our intuition or our higher self is just telling us to do. Where can I improve myself right now? What exactly needs mastering? That is where you tap in. That's how you combat this, because sometimes we fall into this energy when we feel as if we're not doing enough. And the reason we feel as if we're not doing enough is probably because we haven't. Okay, but if you can honestly say that you follow every nudge that your body was telling you to do, like, yo, wake up and do this, Reese. Okay, I'm going to do it. But in the event that you missed a little bit, like sometimes in that moment, it's like, okay, I'm cool. But later on, you start feeling a little down. You start feeling bad for yourself a little bit, like, damn, I'm not where I need to be, or I need to be doing this, or damn, this is a challenge right now. Like, if you can honestly put forth 100% all the time, even if your 100% isn't always full throttle, even sometimes your 100% is just you trying, but you knew that you've showed up. If you know that you always show up, then you're not going to sit in this energy, because you're going to feel that, like, what more can I give? I'm giving everything that I have. So that's the Eight of Pentacles here, okay? So when you're feeling as if, like, oh man, things are uncomfortable right now, I feel as if I'm behind, I'm lacking, what are these things surrounding me? They all feel like challenges, like, oh my God, my head is like, lock it. That's what this is saying, okay? So this is the fun side to it. I was about to get in on you, because really you're the one who's standing in your way, and I always say that because I'm talking to your higher self. These cards will always talk. We always speak to our higher self. At least I'm a reader of light, so like this is the energy that I'm after right here. But the light that's coming through in these cards, the higher self that's going to you right now, is saying that you were standing in your own way, and the reason that we can combat this is by just locking in with who we are. So like self mastery, OD, like go ham. And especially with this hangman right here, it's like, you've been in introspection for a while. Even if you've been paying attention to those outside of you, like even if you've been people watching, scenario watching, like, wow, this is all that's going on. And not really comparing it to yourself, but sometimes we inevitably do that. It's giving you a chance to just observe everything. Everything that surrounds you, everything that's within you. And this is aiding in the self-mastery, because we receive inspiration when we do this. I know I'm just like channeling energy right now. I mean, I'm seeing the cards, but I'm definitely channeling because this is. One second. Hi, sweets.
Can you make the baby?
No, stay right there, please. No, what do you need?
Can you make it quick, the baby?
Yes, baby. I'll get you. Please give me a second, okay? Go ahead. Okay, at least we're gonna wrap this one up quickly because she needs me to do something for her. Got you guys on the next one. I'm feeling very vocal today. Very vocal. I missed you guys. Okay, so all this is gonna make sense. So as I'm just channeling and floating through with my words, with you being observant and like seeing everything around you, you're getting this inspiration. Everything is just. It's helping you see life at a broader perspective. It's making you want to live, which is why you're tapping into the self-mastery. Because sometimes when people don't want to live, they don't care about any of this stuff. You know, they don't care about progression or, things that are kind of like worth living. These things will make you want to get up in the morning. When you have a goal, when you see progress and things like that, you want to keep going. So when you're observing and all this stuff, because that's an overall energy, so you're really, really observing. But when you're observing and you're sitting in this energy, it's making you want to be creative. So like that's good because you're taking this energy and not only are you observing it, because you're not absorbing it. This is what we don't want to do. We don't want to absorb. So you're observing the energy and you're channeling it into something else. You're changing that and you're going to transfer. How are we going to do it? Can't think of the word right now. Anyway, we're going to take that energy and we turn it into something else, and we're like investing in our self-mastery. So we're putting it into us. That's the good thing because we're not absorbing it. So we're seeing all that's around us, and wow, like I see what's going on in my world, and I'm noticing what's going on outside of me, and I guess in everybody else's world, and I'm not in a jealous type of way or an envious type of way, but you're comparing what you see outside of you versus what's going on within you, and it's helping you. So that's good. This is great because this goes back to the Eight of Swords energy where this person was wearing a blindfold. If you just take the blindfold off, you notice that all the swords are in the ground. So like, why are you panicking? Like, this is what we want to do when we're in this Eight of Swords energy. If we tap into this Eight of Swords energy, it's helpful and very healthy for us to remember that, oh, wait, there is an illusion that is covering my eyes right now. What I see is not actually what it is, okay? So this is definitely all illusionary. It's all in the mind. Swords is the suit of the mind. So it's all in the mind. And the way we channel that is to give our brain a little bit of therapy, okay? So how can we do this? How can we flush our brain? How can we tap into something that's going to be beneficial for this moment? We get creative. We tap into our childlike energy. We get into that blank slate where we're seeing what's outside of us and we're like, okay, I'm curious. What could I do with this? And we turn it into and mold it into something else and something beautiful. The card that follows that is the Strength card. Speaking like that. The card that follows this is the Strength card. And this falls in line with the Eight of Swords. So this period is just showing you what you're capable of. You're more than capable of doing this. Even with you going through this process right now, it's just showing you, maybe for future reference, if you ever need to pull it out your back pocket and be like, oh yeah, man, how did I do that? Oh yeah, I put it in there. This period is just to show you that you can do it, because the entire time it resided within you. It's in there. How is it, you're just pulling it out because the scenario is encouraging you to. It's forcing you to. You are now in a position where, okay, what do I have right now? You have your strength. You have your strength. And your strength looks like transmuting that energy. Transmuting. That was the word that I was stuck on before. This strength looks like transmuting the energy, and it's easy for you to do so with the Chariot card and the Four of Pentacles. It's like destined for you to do so too. So maybe this is helping you catapult into that Four of Pentacles that you're seeing, into that like steadiness, that firmness that you're looking for. And like, not only are you looking for it, but you have it right now, because like I said, it's residing within you. So like, all in all, this really just goes back to the beginning card, like you're in your own way, because everything of what I said is just elaborating how you're in your own way, because again, this is all within you. All of this resides within you. I'll get some clarifiers just to be nice, see what they got to say additionally. But yeah, keep transmuting the energy. For someone, this is more so a confirmation read. This is definitely a confirmation read, not even more so. For everybody who's listening right now, this is definitely a confirmation read. This isn't foreseeing anything. This isn't giving you a heads up. This isn't the tea. This isn't the scoop. The overall energy is that hangman, man. Like, yeah, you just needed to hear this, I guess. You just needed to hear this. But again, the strength resided within you all along. Okay, so if anybody's second guessing themselves, stop. Because this read literally just said that. And a whole bunch of other cards, but don't do that. Stop second guessing yourself. Get out of this Eight of Swords energy. Take the blindfold off. Okay, let's see what additional cards they have. Yeah, King of Swords. Okay, so you know. This is something that you absolutely know. Mental clarity. Something that you absolutely know. Ooh. And you have a lot of expansion on the way, okay? Yeah, so you have a lot of expansion on the way, and it's going to look good on you, okay? It's going to look great on you. You're going to be very magnetic, very attractive, okay? You're going to be having opportunities and things come to you. Things are coming to you. This is a playing card deck, so it only reads minor arcanas. However, the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Clubs in this case, has a lot of qualities that an Empress, yeah, a lot of characteristics and qualities that an Empress would have. So an Empress is beautiful. She's very magnetic. She's alluring. She's attractive. A great head on her shoulder. She's a leader. She's bold. So this is the Queen of Clubs energy. This Queen of Wands. Transferring it back to, translating that into tarot. Now it's the overall energy. Mine is supposed to be dragging it. I'm not going to drag it. I'm going to leave it at this. Nah, I already started. I already said it's the overall energy. Let me keep it. I'm just so curious. I'm sorry. My bad, guys. Rock with me though. Rock with me. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Seven of Cups. Ooh, so you're expanding to a lifestyle of having like it your way. Having it your way. And I want to elaborate on that so much, but let me get these following cards and I'm going to drag it. Because sometimes people will listen to these reads on this platform and they get sold a story. They get sold a vision. They get sold a dream. It sounds good. It sounds good. Again, we're speaking to your highest note, so you have to ask yourself if you're even there, okay? So if you're listening on my channel, on my platform, I guarantee my collective is up there, all right? So I believe in y'all. But I'm saying, like, as far as everybody else, sometimes you have to pay attention to exactly what's going on. Like, yes, sometimes we say that this is for entertainment purposes only, just so that we ain't got no smoke with nobody. You can't sue me for nothing, okay? But, tapping in, if I am saying that this is what it is and you're like, all right, so I'm tapping into this read right here and it sounds really good, so automatically because she's telling me this is what it's going to be. No. Have you been doing the work? I'm talking to your higher self, your highest note. Ask yourself if you're even there. Are you there? Have you been doing the work? Does this all align with you? Have you been, it all has to match up, add up. And when I say things like you're expanding, and you're having it your way. When I say you're having it your way, again, we are the creators of our destiny. So if you're sitting there with the pencil and you're writing your story every single day based off what you do, your habits, who you hang around, what you ingest, everything you eat, everything you watch, the words that you speak and say, because we are our tongue is what our manifesting, like that's where it comes from, our speaking. Writing too, but like when you speak it is so powerful. So what exactly are you saying? Like that's what I'm saying, you're having it your way. What does your way look like? All right, so don't say, oh man, like I want it my way because I want the lavish life, I want the luxurious stuff, I want the mansion, I want the... Are you setting yourself up every day to live the lavish lifestyle with the mansion and the luxury? Is your home clean? What mansion you gonna have in nowhere are you have how many square footage in your studio apartment right now that you're just overlooking every single mess? And you clearly are not ready for like a mansion. Ask yourself these things. I'm not even trying to get at you right now. I'm really not. I know that was a little harsh the way I said that, because if you really are that person, my bad, y'all. But what I'm saying is, think about it, okay? For real. And I made that face for a reason. Like, and that's for me too, for real. Like if I ask myself, like, okay, Teresa, what exactly do you want? And I tell myself what I want, and I look at my habits, and I look at exactly what I'm doing, and am I putting myself in a position to receive these things? Like, this is what you have to do. So I hold myself accountable as well, but you have to, for sure. With this 7 of hearts, it equates to the 7 of cups. 7 of cups is like daydreaming, like you having your head in the clouds. You're thinking of all these things. It's beautiful up there. You're thinking of this, all these scenarios. Like living in your head is phenomenal right now, especially it's in line with this 2 of wands. You're thinking of expansion in so many different ways, but we have to make sure that our daily habits align with exactly what we're asking for, okay? But what I'm seeing here is like you already know what it is that you have to do. So you're asking for expansion and you're about to receive it. Because you're very magnetic. This is the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Wands, which is the overall energy. You're receiving all of this. It's coming to you, okay? So like I said, it's like Empress energy, but you're not all the way there as an Empress. But I can't even tell because we're not tapping into that right now. We're at the playing card deck. But you're very alluring right now. So things are coming to you, all right? So it's making you think about so many beautiful things to where you're able to beautifully write your story and have your way. But I put emphasis, I dragged it earlier with that explanation because what I meant by your way is how is it that you are calling this in, all right? So like not just how it sits in your brain, that's nice, that's just a wish, but what exactly are you doing, okay? That's the manifesting, that's how you tie it all in together, okay? What exactly are you doing, the daily habits and stuff like that? Where are you placing yourself to receive all of this? All right, so yeah, you're definitely in line for a breakthrough. You're asking for it, you're about to receive. You're about to receive. With this card right here, this equates to the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, yeah, and that is breakthroughs. Think of that as like the grand sword. Like this cutting away all of my problems. Anything that I felt was a block in my road. Slice, gone. That's what this card is serving as, okay? You already know what to do. Really, it is that you're just standing in your way. Because there's a major breakthrough here. This is a great read. This is a great read. It's a simple one, because it's just confirmation. It's just confirmation basically of how you're standing in your own way. But with me seeing, and actually telling you to, with me seeing what exactly is on the table, it's great that you know this. This is nice. But you already know that because with the Strength card, it's always been within you. Here's the part where I start repeating myself because we already tapped into all this energy here. Windfall, this card, this equates to the 6 of Pentacles. Windfall. This is nice. And then a Four of Cups. I don't see this Four of Cups as being a too bad of a card. Sometimes readers look at this card and it doesn't always have the best connotation. Like it comes with a disappointment somewhere in there because there's a weight to it. Like it's kind of like the Seven of Cups where you're also daydreaming, but at like a more so a stationary spot again because it's four. So I think of you just like sitting down, like you're very grounded right now, and in this sit you're thinking of beautiful things, but there's a weight in it, and out of nowhere comes like an extra opportunity, which is why after this follows the Five of Cups, because all of that time you're just crying over spilled milk. But anyway, we're not going to get too deep into that because the Five of Cups is not on the table. What is on the table though is this windfall. So that's why I feel like this isn't necessarily the bad depiction that I'm getting from the Four of Cups, because with this windfall I feel as if this being next to this card, it's like that was the disappointment, the weight, the fact that you had to sit here and be a little afraid of the Eight Swords that surround you, and really you were the one who could have just took the blindfold off, but here, once you take the blindfold off, here everything goes, like you tap into yourself. There's going to be something very significant about your creativity and something that you do, how you transmute this energy, what exactly you turn it into. It's going to be very powerful, and it's going to have a big effect, okay? A huge one, a huge payout, all right? It's going to be something that you can cash in. I'm hearing ching, 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 ching. Why? Why am I hearing that? Good night, y'all. I'm gonna close, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Closing out team. Thank you. Ashe.